Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night live broadcast. A lot of people didn't think I was going to do it tonight. We just finished up an exciting 3 days of training, a 3-day top earner retreat. And we're going to talk about that tonight. At the same time, I also want to talk about texting. And the greatest texting tactics and strategies that I've ever created have gotten better. Enables you to talk to more people. And in your business, you want to be successful in your business, you got to talk to people, period. The happy birthday strategy, the holiday strategy, the simple strategy of changing your picture on Facebook creates all kinds of activity. At the end of the day, it's all about talking to people. We're going to open up the channel and get some feedback from some of the participants today in the retreat. Like to find out. I want you to think about it when I call on you. What did you learn? Of all the things, and man, we talked about a lot of things. What did you learn? What was the one thing that you got out of our time together over the last 3 days? Now, these tactics that we shared with everybody, I've been talking about these for the last 7 or 8 months, just got greater. Additionally, the subject of the retreat, we covered a major networking eruption is taking place right now. The big announcement took place last Monday night, where well-recognized leaders from 5 established network marketing companies, including Viseo, Jeunesse, Isagenix, Monavie, and ACN, announced a week ago tomorrow the launch of a new company. The name of the company is called 3. Now, this eruption, and we're talking about the names of more leaders as they become forthcoming, but this eruption is also causing a major disruption, because when leaders leave a company to join another company, they try to bring as many leaders and team members from their old company with them. And not everybody in their old company is going to go. There is a perpetual storm of opportunity in network marketing that most people don't know about, never talk about, and that is that every month 200 companies close, fail to launch, merge with other companies, or make unpopular changes that drive their leaders and teams to other companies. And every month 300 new companies are launched. Statistically, 93% of them are going to fail within 5 years and drive more leaders and teams to other companies. So every session of our 3-day retreat was recorded and will be available by Wednesday. Applying the information provided during the 3-day Top Earners Retreat will have an explosive effect on the growth and size of your business. It helped Francisco build a team of 72,000 people in 20 months. He now has 400,000 people on his team. It helped Sheldon add 3,500 people to his business in 3 weeks, and Cindy added 3,000 people to her business in 3 months. We have all kinds of great results and responses from people who participated in the retreat, but that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. I want to show you how you can talk to perfect prospects every day to crush it on LinkedIn and Facebook in March, using simple attraction marketing concepts and strategies that will attract perfect prospects to you. Texting is sometimes better than talking because most people don't answer their phone, but everyone looks at their texts. A text isn't intrusive as an unexpected phone call. Texting is universally accepted. Almost everyone does it. Most new network marketers are reluctant to call people, but will eagerly text someone when provided with proper strategies and scripts. And texting doesn't require any special skills, and there's no learning curve. It takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. Response rates increase dramatically when you use my scripts and my secret sauce. Today, 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone with a Facebook and a LinkedIn phone app. Adding animated content to a text message is producing immediate results and is a way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. A GIF, a moving image, draws extra attention to your message, so people are much more likely to answer it much faster. The happy birthday strategy that I introduced, 25 years ago, works better today. Back then, we were suggesting you send a picture of a birthday cake that didn't move. With the expansion of bandwidth, it became easy to send moving birthday messages. And the bottom line is we have birthday strategies that have helped people grow their business. The happy holiday strategy that we invented or introduced a few years ago dealt with the major holidays, and then we started looking at unofficial holidays. Now, gifts are my secret conversational sauce. Monday, March 6th is National Oreo Day. So sending someone a message, hey, I wanted you to know that Monday, March 6th is National Oreo Day in case you love Oreos and are looking for an excuse to go off your diet. The frequent use of animated GIFs in your messages will make you stand out from the crowd of other people that your prospects are talking to, makes them smile, and makes them respond to you faster. Do not use the GIFs that LinkedIn provides. Use GIFs that you download from the internet to share with your prospects instead of using the ones provided by LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn's GIFs don't work all the time. A moving image, when you send it, can disappear. The ripple effect of your posts on LinkedIn and Facebook can start conversations that result in sales. Happy birthday, happy holiday scripts are outrageously effective. Wishing someone a happy birthday gets you results that are nothing short of phenomenal. Now, on Facebook, the key is to wish your friends a happy birthday 5 days ahead of their birthday. No, today's the 26th. Go out to the 3rd. Facebook will let you do that. Wishing someone a happy birthday 5 days in advance. People will answer it. People will see it. People will see it on their birthday. The problem is there are going to be lots of other people that they're going to talk to. But 5 days out, you can strike up a conversation, learn more about them. And then every day, you stay 5 days ahead. Things are changing on Facebook and LinkedIn all the time. And on LinkedIn, a new feature, maybe you have it, maybe you don't. When you go to your network, it's called celebrations. And celebrations will put in front of you birthdays, all in one place. So you can go down and you could wish people a happy birthday. What's interesting here, tomorrow is my Dan's birthday. You can see the last time I talked to him. Well, Robert is a connection. I have no idea who he is. And when we look at his profile, we've been connected on LinkedIn since 2014. But we've never talked. Never talked. The opportunities that you're going to have. Oh, James Blakemore's birthday was today. Birthdays have been an amazingly effective way to start conversations with people. LinkedIn now makes it easy to do that. The birthdays and the holiday strategies have been amazingly effective. I got this from Martin on Friday. Sent this, he wasn't sure I was looking at the messages. It was during our coaching that he suggested this date rather than his real birthday, which is in October. Please tell Max I'm doing very well with a UK-based affiliate program, and thanks to his coaching, being active on LinkedIn and wishing someone a happy birthday 4 months ago. I just had my first $12,000 month. Now, all of you are heading down this road. You're all learning tactics that will have you talking to more people and closing more sales. Jacqueline, I'm having great success with the birthday strategy. I had almost 200 new people reach out to me today to wish me a happy birthday. Start a conversation with most of them. I got 28 people looking at my business. Changing your birthday is having an outrageous effect. It works so well that many of my students are changing their birthday 2 or 3 times a year. And then she sent me, over the last few months, my business has exploded. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. Now you're all, every one of you, heading down the same road. Let me look in the chat window. Jill, I'm not sure. Let me do this. Let me look at some of the comments here. Let me jump back over here. And let me hear from some of you that participated in the retreat. Let me start with Fred. Now, Fred actually participated in a retreat 10 years ago. And a lot has changed.
Hey, Mac, do you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine. You know, it was, we got an early start for you in California, but
Yes, I've been up. Well, I'm always up early, but I was definitely up early enough to be with you the last 3 days.
what did you, what did you get out of it? Our time together.
You know, Max, I've been around for, geez, close to 40 years now. And everything that you said is something that I've been exposed to or internalized or acted on over all those years. For now, obviously, there were several fine nuances that really kind of rang a bell. Using the GIFs as opposed to static images, some of the specifics of the system, daily posting, routines for, reaching out, getting into a rhythm of keeping the funnel, filled and that sort of thing. What struck me was the incredible amount of information and experience that so many of the other people there, because I know there were very few people in the workshop or in the retreat that got decades of experience, because I chatted with a lot of them. And what a blessing to be able to evaporate decades of time to learn and understand what this profession is truly all about, for pennies. I mean, literally. Me and you both know I've invested tens of thousands of dollars over the years in education and training and personal development and that sort of thing. People have no idea how much information they got. You mentioned I'd been in a retreat a number of years ago. That's because I believe in learning, because I can't teach something I don't know. But very, very, very much the timing for today, not just for me personally, but I think in the world of network marketing, the 20 somethings, the 30 somethings, they are so comfortable online and using social media that, that's a gold mine that you'll never run out of. It's like that acres of gold story. I'm so excited, Max. I mean, I'm having a hard time getting enough sleep thank goodness the retreat was only 3 days long. I don't know if I could make it through one more day.
Yeah, I know. And one of the things that I did was I shortened the day. We used to go in 2 days. We'd start at the 9 o'clock in the morning and we go to 5, sometimes 6. And I found that by breaking it up over 3 days, stopping it at 3, made it easier on everybody. Of course, folks in California had to get up early, but I
You had
knew.
folks getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning their time because they were, in a different country.
Right. That's right. That's right. And the feedback and some of the stories that I'm going to be sharing with everybody probably by Wednesday warmed my heart. I mean, the whole purpose for me to do this is to turn on people to the possibilities for everybody. Anybody can be a top earner. The thing is that most people never get exposed to the whole picture. They get little pieces of nuggets of information. Most people don't know the full extent of what happens in this business. And when you know it, when you know the deal and you know the rules and you know what's happening in the industry, you got an advantage over the people that don't. and 70% of the distributors in a network marketing company are orphans. They're orphans. The person that brought them into the business is not in the business. I have talked to owners of companies. I've talked to master distributors over the last 6 months, taken my own survey. And the number is roughly 60 to 70%. Somebody loves the products. Somebody told them about the products. They try them. They like them. They want to build a business, but the person who told them about the products doesn't know how to build a business. Or worse, the person that told them about the products is no longer doing the business. Let's take a look and see. Let me hear from Kurt. Now, both Kurt and Fred have been in this industry a long time. Both of them have made a lot of money, and they've helped a lot of people. Kurt is in Hawaii, which is 6 hours earlier than Florida time.
Aloha, Max. Yeah, this is timing is everything. And what can I say? You know, right company, right time. I mean, everything's just popping up as aha moments. I just plugged in and, you know, engaged and participated the whole way. And boy, I'm just excited as ever to do this program that's going to be global. But I got the tools and I've got a lot of training. Takes a while, but you know, I just was watching one of your leaders interviews, and Jordan Adler. I mean, I know him, and for him to not sponsor one person in 10 network marketing companies, and I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, send out cards, and it just resonates with me. So thank you. Your coaching, your mentorship, and mostly because you care. Nobody else out there that I know of, and I've taken, like Fred, taking tens of thousands of training and personal developments. And I've stuck with you because you're the one that cares, and you just got the latest and the best, and you work it and you plug in and you keep yourself to the pulse. I appreciate everything that you're doing for me, and it's all getting crystal now, and I'm ready to make my biggest helping of global people ever. So I'm excited. Thank you.
Fred, Kurt, you've seen a lot of changes.
Oh yeah, God, I can't even recognize some of the things that going on, and even as your program has evolved, boy, every time I plug in, it's changed, but always for the better. That means, you do, and then you adjust, just like winning football games. The coaching makes the whole difference for fourth quarter or second half, as they say. You're getting your butts kicked in the first half. The coach that makes the right adjustments, and the least mistakes by the players, they're going to win. But it's always the coaching, and I live with the coaching. Like with you, I'm in the right person, right mentor, right coach, brother.
Kurt,
what can I say?
Kurt, imagine where you would be today if all of the tools, you had LinkedIn, Facebook, existed when you first got into network marketing. Imagine where you'd be.
A millionaire in 2 years instead of took me 20, 30 years plus. We just never had these kind of information reach. I mean, globally, and the translators. I mean, you can communicate with anybody, not even understanding the language. So,
Yep.
And then texting for me is a godsend, because I slowly losing my hearing from too much loud noises, and I guess it runs in the family. But I would miss 50% of the conversations, live conversations. So texting, I get to read it, I get to think about the answers, and I get to respond. And even if I make mistakes, when you got them in writing, it's a record and you can fix it. Awesome stuff. Like I said, I'm excited. I should knock this out and my team should knock it out, learning these techniques and these systems and duplicate. They're gonna get there faster and our road needs it right now. You
Yep.
know, this is badly needed for people to have a good system to make money because jobs are disappearing, automation, AI, a lot of stuff going on that nobody wants to work. You go to college and it's overpriced, you got no job to pay for it. So you got to have your own business, and this is it. This is for the future. And so I'm not young, 70 years young, but I'm more excited than the last 10 years to do the right place, right time company. And it's out there. It's out there for, just to plug in the right one and then go to work all in.
Well, again, I get an extra charge when students that old friends that keep coming back see all the new things. Let's unmute Sheila.
Hi, Max.
Yeah, hi Sheila. You wrote quite a bit, so I figured I'd open up and let's get your reactions to our time together this weekend. You could probably say a lot more than you typed. So
It was awesome. So much information. The information just tumbles out of you, and I couldn't write fast enough. So I'm very happy that it's recorded. I have at least 2, maybe 3 team members on here, hopefully tonight, listening, because I shared with them after the retreat ended today. You all have to get in touch with Max. You go to YouTube, go wherever you can. You have got to listen to Max Steingars. His tactics are just phenomenal. I changed my Facebook photo a week ago and then left on a cruise and came back to find just dozens of people that have commented. Max, you didn't tell me not to do it before I left on vacation. And suddenly now I'm going to have just dozens of conversations with these people.
Yep. Yeah, that's
awesome.
And so imagine when you bring somebody into the business and the first thing you have them do is change their picture.
Yeah. Yes.
The effects of that strategy alone has helped people rank advance. It's kept people,
wait.
it's kept people in the business. Now you're just getting started on LinkedIn, and the more you get into it, the more you're going to love it. And I thought I mentioned at the beginning, but I guess maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't, but there was so much information that every session is recorded, and you can write down things that, but you can't, unless you're a stenographer, you can't possibly get it all in, which is the reason that we recorded it. But everything we gave you, step by step, you're never going to get this anyplace else. Everything that you need to know to not only become a master at recruiting. But that's really what we cover in boot camp. This is advanced training to teach you what it takes to build a business. To what it takes to take people, bring them into your business, nurture them, mold them, train them, because that's what it's all about. Network marketing is about duplication.
Mhm.
It's about building a team. And for many people, the thought of leadership, the thought of building a team is foreign to them. You
Mhm.
know, the average person, when they get into network marketing, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and that only goes so far. In many cases, you're relying on the company, you're relying on leadership. Everybody's relying on leadership to train them, to nurture them. And in many cases, think about it, 70% of the people in a network marketing company are orphans. They're not connected to anybody. So they go out and they invest in all kinds of things that give people the promise of being successful. And they all go in to learn stuff that has nothing to do with being successful in network marketing, creating funnels, creating capture pages, learning how to advertise and market. Not needed. And I'm glad that I'm glad that I didn't tell you to change when to change your picture, because now you've got things to do. And when you start doing some other things to your LinkedIn profile, I mean, you're just getting started on LinkedIn, but when you start reaching out to people and start having conversations, you're going to love it. It's going to become addicting.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let me take a look in the chat window and see. Looks like, and Sam got up at 1:30 in the morning, right? Sydney, Australia. Michelle wrote, let's unmute Michelle.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Michelle.
How
I-
are you?
I am great. I really like what you wrote.
I am so excited. We have a few team members on here tonight. You have really woken me up. So much information. I just can't wait to get started. I changed my picture on Facebook. Everything that you're telling us to do, it works. I have so many people to talk to now just on Facebook. I haven't even started on LinkedIn. I have a lot of conversations to get started. I started connecting to people, and now I'm on my second message. I'm excited, and I know for a fact that Jill and we're going to be 5 stars. Definitely.
Well, I love, you wrote here, I learned in this retreat that I'm a leader.
Yes. Yes. The confidence that I have after going to being involved in this retreat over the weekend, it's just, the confidence is there. I am a leader, and I will show it by doing the work. 90 days, I'm locking it down, and I'll come back with that testimonial story.
Well, Michelle, I know you will, as I know that everybody that participated in this retreat, every participant, if you just stay with it, you know, as I said dozens of times throughout the weekend, we weren't born with the ability to ride a bicycle. We weren't born with the ability to drive a car. We actually, when we were born, we didn't know how to walk.
Yes.
But we learned. And the purpose of spending these 3 days together was to give all of you the information that frankly, most people never get. I was in a network marketing business for 3 years before I learned some of the things I shared with you. And once I learned these things, my business exploded. I added thousands of people to my business in 18 months. So yes, you're on your way to becoming a leader. And, you know, one of the things that I stressed, and I know you got it, and for the rest of everybody, it's not just about signing people up in your business. It's about building a team.
Yes.
And the more selective you are about who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. The last time I did a survey 2 years ago, 85% of the people that responded are making 6 figures in their business. About 2 weeks ago, we heard from one of my students who last year had his first $1 million year. And every one of you is heading down the same road. Every one of you. Giving you the information and then watching you use it to grow your business. That's one of the reasons why, for those of you that were in the retreat, I gave you a link. We introduced a 90-day game plan, and we've set up a 90-day boot camp challenge where you can stay in boot camp for 3 months. Again, it's all about conversation. One of the things, I'm totally off script here tonight, but, you know, I shared with everybody the process that Matthew, we started working together in February. And he shot me over another note. I just signed up another one tonight. But once he put these things together, okay, and it was all about conversation. I signed up 5 people in the last 3 days. It's working for him. It will work for all of you. But this is beyond signing people up in the business. The purpose of this retreat was to empower everybody with the real facts, the information that you need to not only build the business for yourself, but to train the people that you bring into your business. And I'm thrilled that, let me take a look and see. I want to take a look at some profiles too. We have some people here that are new. And I also heard, again, I also heard from a coaching student. Whoops. The birthday strategy for him. I think I already showed it to everybody. But the birthday strategies where he just had his first $12,000 month. And every one of you is heading down the same road. Let me Let's come up and look at Brent. So Brent, in trying to look you up on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is where you all want to be. And notice that your picture, you're not visible. Most people don't realize people can't see you. If people can't see you, all the things that you're doing are not going to be noticed. And when you reach out to people, people are less likely to engage you in any kind of a conversation. I'm going to send you a connection request. Let's look at Cheryl. Cheryl, do you see yourself on here?
Yes, but that's not me. There's
Okay.
several Cheryl Drews.
Oh, Cheryl, you'd be amazed at how many Cheryl Drews are on LinkedIn. Maybe you see yourself down here.
No, I'm in North Carolina.
Do you have a LinkedIn page? Are you on LinkedIn?
I had a LinkedIn page. I must admit I have not looked at it in quite a while.
Okay, let's see if we can find you. Whoops.
Okay.
So well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the chat window here a link to my LinkedIn profile. And so what you can do is all of you can reach out to me. So Cheryl, what business are you trying to build?
I'm doing network marketing. I'm doing Isogenics.
Okay, super. Super. Well, I helped 50 people become $1 million earners in Isogenics. So you're in a good company, you got great products and a good foundation to work with. So I'm looking forward to kind of following you and seeing how you expand and move up in the business. Let me look at Ed. Now, I know, Ed, that you're relatively new to all of this. Now, sometimes people can, there you are.
Yeah, I'm on.
So what did you get out of the retreat?
Wow, just there's so many wonderful things, honestly. But I mean, just your kind of your history of the whole network marketing business. You know, kind of going through how there's scams and how the industry's gone through different things. And really, I've tried this several times over the past, I don't know, 15 years or so, and I kind of got caught in the weeds or whatever, like, doing things that other people were telling you to do that just is time consuming. And I finally realized what you're saying is just connecting with people. It's back to just it's that simple, And the weird part, I've been appraising up, like I told you, 30 some years. I told you this earlier, but our business back in 2007, they changed all the laws. We're not allowed to talk to any mortgage people. So I'm in a business, you can't talk to anybody anymore. So that's so I like to get out there and be a little more social.
So what do you think, learning everything that you learned, what is your goal for let's say the next 2 years? What do you think you're going to be able to do with the information we gave you?
Well, I mean, I haven't even thought of 2 years ahead of time, but I have thought of 90 days. And my goal right now is, because I'm starting brand new, my goal is to get 20 people in and put them right into your system here, introduce them to you, tell them this is what we're doing. And, and then, as I learn this over the next, and I'm going to get into the boot camp, but as I learn this over the next 90 days, just keep plugging people into this system, because I just think it's simple and it's duplicatable, and you can do it. You can get people doing what we're talking about within a day or a couple days anyway.
The key, Ed, the key is, and this is unlike, all these other trainers out there that encourage, basically they teach you to promote them. I'm teaching you to promote yourself, and I'm giving you enough information so that when you bring people into the business, the last thing you want to give them to do is, well, buy another course. Okay, it's what everybody all the trainers seem to do, and that's disingenuous. I want to help you bring people into your business, and by having them change their picture, there are some basic fundamental things that you're going to be able to teach people by yourself that will empower them to start talking to people, get them excited about the business. Yeah, sure, the boot camps will help them for sure take their business to the next level, but the emphasis in all of my trainings has been for years, help you master this so that everybody that you bring into the business, everything duplicates quickly. Help your new recruits build the business, and you all will become leaders. And that's what this industry needs. It needs leaders who are centered on truly the things that really work in network marketing instead of all the craziness that's out there. So I am thrilled that you're back in network marketing. I'm looking forward to, working with you. Every year we sell hundreds of thousands of digital courses. And I really don't get a chance to know or work with any of those people. They get the information, they put it to work, and boom, I never hear from them again until they write in and say, hey, thank you for your information. I'm now a top earner in the business. So it's the people that participate in boot camps. It's the people that participate in the retreats, which is the next step up from boot camp. And frankly, it's my coaching students who I hear from. And what is gratifying to me is that they keep coming back, because every year things change. Every year things get better. So I'll keep my eye on you during boot camp. And if there's anything I can do to help you, you just, reach out and let me know. My wife says I'm obsessed with this, and I am. I really am. It drives me crazy that so many really nice, wonderful people struggle when they don't have to struggle. Let me take a look at Jerry. That's a new name. And this isn't hard to figure out. Let me unmute Jerry. And I'll send you a connection. There you are.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Jerry. Are you a pilot?
I am.
What kind of airplanes do you fly?
Well, I'm not a full-time pilot. I've always been, since I got out of the Navy, I've been a part-time pilot with my own plane. Just enjoying flying. I love it.
Let me just come down here and look. Okay, now, it's amazing the things that you learn about people. How long were you in the Navy?
6 years.
So they paid you when you were in the Navy.
Yes.
So you want to put the Navy on here. And let me show you why. If you came up here on LinkedIn and we did a search
Mhm.
for people on LinkedIn that are in the US Navy or were in the US Navy, you got 658,000 people.
Wow.
Now you got US Navy veterans. You got 28,000. You got US Navy retired. And a lot of these people, you got 44,000. And then another great category are US Navy transitioning, people that are getting out of the Navy. 14,000 that are all going to be looking for something to do.
Absolutely.
Now, the other thing is we can come up here, pilots. You have on LinkedIn roughly 696,000 pilots. And you could literally come on here and find pilots that work for Delta Airlines, pilots that, here's somebody that flies a Falcon.
Mm.
So a helicopter pilot, connecting with like-minded people that clearly need and want what you have.
It makes sense.
It's let's now in looking at your, whoops.
That's it.
I'm gonna send you a connection request.
Okay.
And my guess is that you're building a Maluka business.
Yes.
And the reason I know is because you're using green products. Okay, so
Mhm.
there are little things that you want to do to change and adjust your profile so that when you reach out to people, they look at your pilot, I mean, they look at your profile and they go, hey, this is someone that I definitely want to talk to. So glad you're here. Now, Cisco, that's Alan Pariser. Is that the team you're with?
No, actually, I'm not with them, but I obviously know Alan.
Yeah, Cisco was it Cisco? So are you in Eddie Pistoso's group? Or-
Well, just about half the companies in Eddie Pistoso's group.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's very true.
yeah.
That's very true. Anyway, let me we've only got a couple more minutes. Let me look at some of the other folks that are here that are doing. I'm glad you're here. Looking forward to watching you move up the ranks in your company. Let's take a look at Jody here. And so Jody, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Well, welcome. I see you sent me a connection request, so I'm going to accept it.
Yay.
It's been a long weekend, and well, clearly, you're going to want to work on your profile. One of the things that I wanted to share with some of my existing students, and so you've been in Isagenix for 5 years, and what is this Palm Springs Errands?
That's my that's my my local business.
Mhm. Were you ever in the service?
No.
Okay. And what did you do before you started that business?
Ophthalmology.
Really?
Yeah.
You need to put that on your profile.
Okay.
You want to look at your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, it sucks.
This is your online resume,
Okay.
or you put down, the more I call this your LinkedIn DNA. the more people you're going to be able to connect with, the more credibility you give with yourself. The most important thing, however, is not to promote any business. So you want to take Isogenics out,
Okay.
because you're not the only person in Isogenics that's on LinkedIn. And unfortunately, a lot of Isogenics people are rushing out and just jamming opportunities down people's throats. So when you come behind somebody in your company that frankly did a bad job, people, when you send them a connection request, are going to look at that and go, oh my God, here's another one of those pyramid pushers. This profile needs to be about you. So we just give this, a different name. And you're not just a happy entrepreneur. You're the founder. You're the CEO of your own online business. We just have to give it a creative name that makes people more curious about who you are and what you do. Now, you're showing 500 connections. Do you have any idea how many people you're connected to?
I have no clue.
Okay. Because one of the things that you can do is, if we go over here to contact information, see, right now you're showing your birthday is December the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
If you went in there and changed your birthday for, let's say, March 10th, what's going to end up happening is on the 10th of March, everybody that you're connected to is going to start wishing you a happy birthday. Another thing that you can do, I mean, we're talking about immediate reaction, is go in here. I don't know whether you noticed, but did you get many congratulations on your anniversary for this business?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's the kind of thing that happens. Now, you're already working with that, so that was an opportunity for you to start talking to people.
Okay.
So it's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about conversation.
You know what? And I learned this a lot because, I'm on the twice a week mastermind with both Sheila and Cheryl. So, so it's kind of funny. So we're all this little group here. So, but it's great. She told me, it's like, you have to listen to Max. You have to listen to Max. And finally I said, okay, tonight I'm going to listen to Max. So I'm super happy that I did. I want to thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the chat window. Our next boot camp starts on March the 9th. And you really want to get into one of our boot camps where we'll walk you through everything.
Okay.
But we also have a 90-day boot camp challenge. A lot of people, you don't get everything the first time around in our boot camps. What we're going to do in boot camp, and everybody that registers for the March boot camp is going to get access to the February boot camp, so you can get started right away. So on Thursday night, we have a 2-hour session where we teach you all about creating your profile. Then on the following Tuesday, it's all about connecting with people. Then it's 4 sessions, they're 2-hour sessions. Then how to communicate with folks and how to close them. Now, you're going to get a profile guide There's a lot of information, a profile guide and how to
really?
set up your profile. And it'll step you through everything that you need to know to create a LinkedIn and a Facebook profile. You're also going to get the scripts that have been proven to work, how to start a conversation. We have case studies. These are all step-by-step instructions on what to say. It's from the first message, and then we get into scripts, how to describe network marketing to somebody that doesn't know what it is, how to deal with somebody that thinks it's a pyramid. And then we actually get into case studies where we show you, what do you say when someone says, I've seen so many people fail? Or I've been approached by many people. As a matter of fact, this script and the one that follows, thanks, but it's not for me, were with people that were building an Isagenix business. And in both instances, the people ended up coming back and signing up in the business. So what we did was we put a 90-day boot camp challenge where you can register for participate in March, April, and May at $59 a boot camp, which is significantly lower than what you'd be paying if you registered for a boot camp. So it breaks down to $2.74 a day. And not only do you have access to the boot camps, but everybody in boot camp, we have every week live sessions where you can pop on, ask me questions, watch me work with other folks. And all of our Ask Max sessions are recorded, and we post many of them in the live area. So every time we do a webinar, like tonight's webinar will be posted here in about 5 hours. So people can come in and watch and catch up on any of the trainings, you know, that we've done. And you have free access to this. So I'll give everybody in the chat window a link to participate in one boot camp or go for the 90-day challenge. Let's see here. Anna, we'll look for you tomorrow for sure. Let me one more. And Lucius, you're not coming up.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Mike.
Hi, Max.
Well, there's a couple, you're just getting started on LinkedIn.
Yes.
And one of the things that you're gonna do, you're following LinkedIn's instructions. And so they've got you setting up your profile with a follow button. So for people to connect with you, and this is what we call LinkedIn's backdoor. And what you're gonna wanna do is replace its follow button with a connect button. So I'm gonna send you a connection request so we can be connected. And we'll step you through so you're in the March boot camp, and if you participated in the retreat. Are you new to network marketing?
No, not really. A few
Okay.
years ago, I tried a company called Enagic.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Got in with a couple good old blokes up in Canada, and the system they wanted you to use was just drive traffic to a webinar they'd put on every Tuesday and Thursday night. So they wanted you to take out all these Facebook ads. And I mean, there were people spending $2,000-3,000 a week on Facebook ads just to drive people to this webinar.
You know, I helped a number of people in Enagic. I helped one person sell 100 machines in 60 days.
Oh, it's possible. I believe that.
Well, you know,
But
really, Flint, Michigan had a water problem. And now there's a city in I think Mississippi that has a water problem. And that's the natural place where you would go to find people. But it doesn't matter. So what business are you building now?
Melaleuca.
Super. Well, we'll keep our eye out for you, and we'll do everything we can to help you in boot camp. Let's tell you what. I'm gonna put in the chat window some links. first link, for those of you that just want to jump into boot camp. You can register for the March boot camp that starts on the 9th. Go to maxlineart.com/boot camp. Use the promo code big deal to drop the price from $597 to $98. Now, for those of you, let me. The best deal is go to maxlineart.com/90-day challenge. Participate in the March, April, and May boot camp. And if anybody wants to, even though you didn't participate in the retreat, let me. And use the promo code. And you'll get the recorded sessions. Tomorrow night, we have a special webinar. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. So for those of you that missed the retreat, get it there. We'll be back on our regular Ask Max schedule tomorrow. So until next time. No, that's 197 for the retreat. Catch up to all of you tomorrow. Till next time, best of luck in building your business and God